This is the SQL Injection demo provided by CyberGuard. This demo is based on a bank application, and this demo will demonstrate how to capitalize on potential vulnerabilities. To start, we try logging in with user.email.com and password to demonstrate a standard login query where the user provides their email and password. This represents a legitimate use case where a user inputs their credentials to access the system. This query serves as a baseline for comparison against malicious attempts. Next, we attempt the same login, only adding a single quotation. If the system is vulnerable and doesn't properly sanitize input, the system may interpret the quotation as the end of the password field and allow the hacker to execute arbitrary SQL code. An error has now occurred. The error occurs because the single quote in password is interpreted as the end of the string literal, leaving an unterminated string. This causes a syntax error in the SQL query. Now we can see the code behind the scenes that accepts login credentials. You can now type anything into the username or password, and you can see the code update live, but type in password in the password to see what it looks like. The quote is directly inserted into the SQL string, prematurely terminating the query. This action leads to the syntax error observed in the logs. We now know this system is vulnerable to SQL injection or one-to-one. This query is a classic example of a SQL injection attack. It attempts to bypass authentication by injecting a condition that always evaluates to true, 1-1. The double dash at the end is a common SQL comment syntax used to comment out the rest of the query, ensuring that any subsequent code is ignored. With this injection, the attacker can potentially log in without needing valid credentials, as the injected condition will always be true. Now we have successfully breached the system using SQL injection. Finally, we will move on to the quiz. A complete quiz will require 5 correct answers to proceed, otherwise users will be sent back. The answers are as shown. Finally, after completing the quiz, users will be given the option to download a certificate. Congratulations, you have completed the demo.